Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing one of my favorite models from Nomos Glashutte. This is the Nomos Ahoi Atlantik Blau date. So the Atlantik dial launched in 2014 on the Ahoi model, which was launched in 2013. Now the model on my wrist, of course, with the date, a wonderfully balanced dial design with that intense Atlantic style blue, like the churning waves of the North Atlantic off the German coast. The timepiece has an impressive majesty to it. Large by the standards of Nomos timepieces at 40.3 millimeters in diameter, it is quite slender, however, at 10.9 millimeters for a watch with 200-meter water resistance. Across the wrist, again, fairly large for a Nomos, 50.7 millimeters, the spacing between the lugs 20 millimeters, and you can see with apertures for strap tools, Nomos wants you to engage in mixing and matching. That said, the strap size at 20 millimeters should be first and foremost tried with the shell cordovan horse leather supplied by the Horween Leather Company of Chicago. It's a handsome piece in brown, semi-gloss, no pores, no hairs, few of the features typically found on conventional calfskin graining, and you can see the buckle itself by Nomos in high-polished stainless steel, a handsome piece, Nomos branded, but minimalist like the watches themselves. The timepiece, and I should probably throw it on my wrist one more time just to give you scale. My wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference, so you get a sense of how this Nomos wears from head on as well as from the side. It's a good match for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference. Now the timepiece has a simple but strong lateral facet. As you can see, the lugs come alive in profile. They are sharply kinked, angular, and mechanical. They project straight out from the case, and you can see there's a sharp break between the lug itself and the case band. So few but strong lines on this Nomos Ahoi. There's a junction almost seamless between the bezel and the mid-case, and then between the case back and the mid-case, all of high polish. The watch is expressive, but principally from the frontal aspect, where the intensity of that Atlantik Blau dial really comes across. Features I like include the use of a subtle gold bordering for the luminescent indices outboard of the radially arrayed hours in Arabic as well as index form. So the radial array, almost evocative of a tachometer or a speedometer in a car. Gold hands at center, and you can see there's a contrasting key lime coloration to the superluminova used. A lot of colors popping out. You can see gold, you can see lime, you can see red, you can see blue, and all the little details matter deeply, such as the granular texture of the dial or the slight stepped down faceting of the date window with the monotone blue date disc to match not just the dial itself but also the color and the font used for the individual numerals. So turning it over to the crown side, you can see this is what Nomos calls a sports watch. It's not a dive watch, it's a sports watch. Shouldered crown guards to protect against shearing, screw down crown, 200-meter water resistance. You turn the watch over and we enjoy caliber Zeta. That's right, not the DUW. This was before the swing system. This was the original version of the in-house caliber used by Nomos in the Ahoi. You can see there's a bidirectional winding system with a little double wheel roller rocker that always moves back and forth to ensure the mainspring barrel only winds in one direction. So bidirectional winding, 42-hour power reserve, 28.8 beat rate, 26 joules. This one features stop seconds and a semi-quick-set date that works by backing the hour hand from 10 to midnight back and forth, and then it ratchets the date forward as you do so. Jumping back, you can see that the movement is handsomely executed. There is an engine turning or perlage on the base plate. You can see Glashutte stripes, because we're not in Switzerland, and we're certainly not in French Switzerland, but Glashutte stripes across the skeletonized rotor as well as the bridges themselves, and all of this water resistant down to 200 meters. It is a handsome, good-looking movement, and between the manufacturer caliber, the water resistance, the handsome, I would even say somewhat imposing size and lines for a Nomos timepiece, this is one of Nomos' most versatile watches. It can be worn by a man or a woman with formal or casual attire. It can be worn underneath the water while swimming without a care. If you're the type to never take it off, you can wear it in the shower. And of course, with the manufacturer movement, it has impressive pedigree for a watch that retailed for less than $5,000. A true German-made sports watch, especially in the luxury horology space, those are pretty rare today. So a remarkably unique proposition from Nomos, and probably one of the brand's best efforts overall. This is the Nomos Ahoi Atlantik date. The Nomos Ahoi Atlantik date.